Hello again, guys. I'm here with a brand new watch for you. It's a watch I acquired just 2 or 3 days ago, and I wouldn't say this is a grail of mine, but it's a watch which I've wanted for many years, and which I haven't bought just because it is ugly. But somehow this watch actually grew on me until the point when I purchased it. So brand new purchase, warranty card and everything. Actually I bought it because it was heavily discounted. Otherwise I don't know if I would have bought it, because I just bought 2 more watches recently. So but yeah, obviously I was not able to miss on that great offer. You can see the box. This is the original box, cardboard box, and inside we find this textile box with a water bag zipper on it. Somewhat hard to unzip. And inside we have this DOXA. We have what I believe is a polishing block. We also have a badge carrying thing. Spare links, of course, and the watch itself. So the watch is a DOXA. Let me put all that stuff aside. The watch is a DOXA Sub 300T. As I already mentioned, it's a watch I've wanted for a lot of time. So basically this is the Searambler, which means that it has the grey dial. DOXA also has this watch in I believe 4 different colors, one of which is orange, the classic DOXA orange, which is called the Sub 300T Professional. The other one is the DOXA Yellow, which is called I think it's called a Diving Star, if I'm not mistaken. And also they released a couple of new colors the past year, I believe, which is green, basically called a sea emerald. They also released like the Tiffany blue color, which is aquamarine. I mean, that's the name designation. Otherwise, they're all the models are all DOXA Sub 300Ts. So let me double check that on the yellow dial. Yeah, it's called Diving Star. Also a white pearl dial with a white dial, of course, and a Caribbean dial, which is dark blue. So all those choices of colors are most of them are pretty vivid colors, and there is a pretty good reason for that, of course, because you need to have vivid colors if you are to see a watch in depths of around a couple of 100 meters, let's say. So basically I believe the yellow color, the Diving Star, was the one I originally intended to buy, but I found some differences between the yellow one and this one. So both the yellow and the orange dial, they have a flat dial with all black hands, while this one has let me zoom in a bit. This one has a beautiful, very beautiful, very nicely done sunburst dial in gray, and you also get different colors hands here. You get black for the hour and the seconds, and you get orange for the minutes. So yeah, this one I really liked. Just let me decrease this lightning a bit because it's a bit too much. So this is the one thing I loved about this grayish metallic dial. The other thing is that basically this feels like the civil version of this watch. Just because this watch, let's be honest, it's a bit too much. It screams for attention, and especially with all those bright colors, it screams for attention even more. So like the Hammer H1 has a civil version, this one is the civil version of this DOXA Sub 300T, I would call it. Now let's talk a bit about the dimensions of this beauty here. So the case diameter is 42.5 millimeters. The lug-to-lug distance is a very wearable 44.5 millimeters. The crown is a screw-down crown, of course. The height of this one is 13.65 millimeters, which is not that much if you think of it. I mean, it's a big watch, it is a huge watch, but because of a lot of factors DOXA have taken into consideration during the creation of this piece, so because of those factors it wears and feels very comfortable. And here, let me just put that diver's extension away. Here you can see how this watch sits on my very thin, very small 16.5 centimeters wrist or 6.5 inches wrist. I would say it is definitely wearable. I don't feel its bulk, I don't feel it heavy, which is strange because it is a heavy watch. I don't feel it uncomfortable in any way because of that fantastic Beads of Rice bracelet and its fluid articulation. Just look at how fluid that is, guys. This is a very nicely done bracelet with a perfect articulation. So yeah, those are the dimensions. And by the way, there is a very similar model, and it is the DOXA Sub 300 without the T at the end. And the main difference between the two models, they basically look absolutely identical if it's not for the little T on the dial. So they basically look absolutely identical, but the differences are as follows. So first of all, the DOXA Sub 300 is a COSC certified watch. It costs around, I believe, 2,500 euros. I think it's actually 2,600 euros, and this one costs 2,000 euros. I bought it very heavily discounted, as I said, for 1,550 euros, brand new, from the official DOXA dealer. And as I was saying, the Sub 300 is COSC certified. It lacks this helium escape valve here on this part of the case. It also has less water resistance, which is strange. Why are you paying more for less? No idea, but this is DOXA's decision. So this one, the Sub 300T, is its water resistance is 1200 meters, and the Sub 300 is only 300 meters water resistant. So yeah, that's a bit of a bummer. Otherwise, I would have probably gotten the Sub 300. Another pro actually, it's a pro of the Sub 300. Another pro of the Sub 300 model is that it is a bit shorter. I mean, in height. So as I said, this one is 13.65. The Sub 300 is 13.4. But the Sub 300 has a boxed sapphire crystal, while this one has a flat sapphire crystal. As you can see, it's flat. And this boxed sapphire crystal of the Sub 300 protrudes like a couple of millimeters more to the top, so this is taken into consideration as well. Otherwise, if you look at both watches, the Sub 300 is definitely shorter. It's not that tall as this one, and it is clearly visible. Just on paper, it might not sound that way, just because of that boxed sapphire crystal. So yeah, those are the differences between those two watches. And another thing I do not understand, actually the Sub 300 has a pressed clasp, which looks and feels much cheaper than this one. And this one, let me tell you guys, this is a fantastic clasp. I mean, especially when I compare it to my recent purchase, the Seiko MM300 GMT. This is just a fantastic clasp. Actually, the entire bracelet is much better than Seiko's. It has screws instead of push pins. It has a very nicely done diver's extension, as you can see. Basically, you have two sets of buttons here and here. Those ones are for the diver's extension, and it feels really great, guys. And you can also just push it back without pressing the buttons. It is a very nice diver's extension. You can see here from the inside basically the ratcheting mechanism of it. It is very nicely done, very nicely built. The entire watch is of fantastic quality, really. I wasn't expecting that, if I have to be honest with you guys. I was just expecting something cheaper with a cheapish bracelet, cheap clasp, cheap feeling, but this is not the case with this DOXA. This is really a perfectly executed watch. And what is very well done, probably the best piece of the entire watch, I would say, is the bezel. The bezel, action, feel and sound are just fantastic. So the bezel feels like a 60 clicks bezel, but it's actually 120 clicks. That's how deliberate each click is. There is absolutely no play, and when I mean no play, I mean it absolutely no play. All the watches I've played with and all the watches I have, like my Tudor, my Omega, Breitling, Seikos, etc., there is just a very slight bit of play in the ratcheting mechanism, and you just don't have that with the DOXA. And of course, everything aligns perfectly on that bezel. It's just built fantastic, in a fantastic way. it's a fantastic mechanism on that rotating bezel. I just can't say enough for it. I just love this watch. The crown section, very smooth. It's a bit hard to wind. I don't know if this is how all new ETA 2824s are. The crown isn't signed, but it has stamped. No, I don't think it's stamped. Actually, I'm not sure. It doesn't feel like it's protruding or it's engraved, so I don't think it's just a painted logo, I believe. Not sure about that. One of the things I don't like, I understand why DOXA have built it this way, but I don't like that this bracelet isn't basically tapering like many other bracelets. It might seem to you, it might look to you that it is tapering, but it's not, let me tell you. It's exactly 20 millimeters here at the end link. Then it gets wider, it gets 23, and I believe this is done in order to have a more fluid design between the case, this cushion-shaped case, and the bracelet. And at the very end, this bracelet is 20 millimeters again, so basically the same for the end link, which means that it's not tapering basically, but nevertheless it is a beautiful watch, and I enjoyed very much, guys. As far as accuracy goes, I would say this is one of my most accurate watches, at least over the course of those 3 days during which I have been wearing this watch. The recorded accuracy for those days, guys, is this is the app I'm using on my phone, and you can see 0.4 seconds per day, which is really great. I don't know if this is going to maybe change over the time. I'll certainly keep you posted, and I even plan on doing an in-depth review after I wear it for a couple of months and even compare it to some of my other divers. But yeah, this is an upcoming video, guys, so if you want to see this one as well, please stay tuned and subscribe. This is all from today, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you around. Bye.